My story. My story is a bittersweet one. It is the story of a hero's journey. It is the story of a life burdened by mental anguish, yet the inevitable and ultimate triumph of the human spirit. As a young man, I was being groomed for the work of the ministry. I was a born-again Christian in a megachurch. It was nice. I was baptized twice. I had a beautiful Christian wife and two lovely kids. I did all the things a good deacon did. I had 2 cars. I lived in a beautiful apartment amongst the cherry blossoms. Everything was great. But like the fickle winds of uncertainty, life began to blow. A change of events underwent. I was kicked out of church. Then my wife left, my self-esteem robbed. Then I lost the steady job that used to support my young black family. And at the tender age of 27, I found myself having landed in the psych ward of the St. Elizabeth Hospital. But before things got better, they got worse. Oh, the tumultuous years that followed. My only comfort were the pills I swallowed. Not for a day, not for a week, not for a month, for years I had to shoulder the fact that I was diagnosed with bipolar. Through the madness, misery, and strife, I even tried to take my own life. But then came the dawn of a new day. I began to fervently pray that in my life God would have his way. So I set my sights on education. That will become my soul's salvation. I studied Malcolm, I studied Martin, I studied Garvey, and all the great minds that came before me. As a young black male, I knew I needed an education, so I enrolled into Howard University. It took me 5 years to finish, but I finished. You see, I was already shattering the myths, busting stereotypes, and challenging the stigma surrounding mental illness. Upon graduation, to my surprise, I was asked to speak at a White House conference on mental health during the Clinton-Gore administration. The vice president of the time was very pleased. I received a standing ovation. And in return, he wrote me a letter of recommendation to law school. My grades were not stellar enough to get me into law school, but it was an honor to say the least. Over the years, I will continue to battle depression, but I begin to accomplish some of my goals. I will become a published author, local television producer, playwright. I wrote short stories. I produced short film. I worked with Gary Clark Sr. for Pep Rally Peace in the Street, dubbed the Oratorical Beast of Northeast. I produced a documentary series, The Urban Diary, Prominent Speeches of the American Griot. I work with strong black leaders like the attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz and the Movement for Black Power. I am a registered member of the Nation of Islam. In 2022, I officially changed my name from Stephen Silver to Orapotist Maximus, which means orator, poet, and activist. When my psychiatrist heard that I changed my name, she said she laughed for a half hour. She thought it was necessary to tweak my medication. My name was pronounced Orapotist Maximus.